Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Shotgun now for Lance. Complete to Jones. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
Yeah.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to
first-hand champion.
Because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
First world main champion.
As he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running back, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, Lance. Buying time to his left. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The former number 6 overall pick in 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
We knew about the great mind coming out of Duke, and we saw the athletic ability and the potential. Watching it all come together and get better with each passing year, that's been fun. He can throw it deep, throw it short, and, of course, take off out of the pocket and beat you with his legs as well.
Here's Richardson to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Well, a good job shifting right, finding his target. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Richardson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. And I think they're going to take an extra. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Lance now to throw. Caught by Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Lance. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Azeez Ojulari in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 50. Inside the 5, superb. They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5 now. Jones over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run on 1st down. It's Richardson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Something to watch here in Week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run with Richardson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Jones. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
Smoakn.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we have reached half. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants about set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 2, Jones. Looking left side, he's got it complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
On 3rd down, Richardson. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 27, Lance. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On the handoff, they start with Richardson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 95 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it is now 21-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Operating from the gun, Reed. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Reed, looking to throw on 2nd down. And escapes the sack. Azeez Ojulari. What persistence, and that persistence pays off. Tracks him down for a 19-yard loss.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football. And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue. Exercise those fingers. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. to throw from his end zone. Reed, this complete to Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Back to throw. Reed. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Reed to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Reed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, they're on him too quickly. Back, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. To throw is Reed. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left.
And now before the ball changes hands, we're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say, man, pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. This offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Richardson. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Barton, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's a scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the...
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Giants, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Nice Smoakn that ass dog. Gotta study up, get a cheat sheet, keep taking it hell. I know you can get it. Damn.
You said what cheat sheet?
Laughing. I'm texting somebody and fucked around and fucked around.
Oh, okay. This nigga over here cracked.
That nigga ain't it.
What?
Tied.
You hear that nigga over there? Alright. We'll be alright. We'll be alright.
That nigga ain't tied. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing. Emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
Nigga over there farting. Playing them Jets and another breakout player. Alright. Been so tall. Trenton. Delegate. Let's get delegating. Let's get delegating. Alright, I gotta go. Holla at you, my boy. Gotta go wash my